One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Baylor Bears, McLean Stadium on the banks of the Brazos in Waco, Texas. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the SMU Mustangs, taking on another Big 12 foe, the Baylor Bears. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's keep rolling. He'll keep it himself. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Mustangs!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option, and you've seen the evolution with the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Looking downfield, it's Robertson. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. They didn't give him much of a chance to make that play even bigger, but the turnover has him set up at the 16.
Tell you what, when you come out of your own end zone, you know, in the shadow of your own end zone, a lot of bad things can happen. You want to kind of get a few first downs, get some space, so if you
doorstep of cashing it in for the offense. Touchdown, SMU! And the beatdown has ensued. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese, and you've got far to go, but they got the points they needed.
Winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. With the run on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Bears! Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. I mean, sometimes they make some good ones.
sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now, but it might.
Back to pass, it's Robertson. Intercepted to stop the threat.
They're throwing for it on the 2-point conversion. He gets the pick. He's got a convoy. Is he gone? Is it going to be 2 points the other way? He gets tackled across the 50-yard line. Nice job by the defense.
Going up top again. Quarterback adapting. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Baylor! Having a playmaker like that can get the offense out of just about any situation.
And no doubt, he can roll right, he can roll left, he can do whatever he wants and buy time and throw the football, but you have to defend everything. You have to defend pass.
He's looking to pass. Under fire. He was open, he had it, and he dropped it. Would have been a touchdown. Instead, it's 2nd down. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Bringing the heat. Fires to the tight end. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. It's good, easy. And the quarterback's just going to take a knee. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've seen a lot of looks.
This would be a good time to ingest some extra caffeine. Late night adventures on the gridiron, and we all know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Oklahoma State Cowboys, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get under these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Here's 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Ducks! Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on for this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to...
Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They've got the play bottled up. Fumble, it's out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice.
Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw. Lets it fly. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. That's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Ducks! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Well, this offense is clicking. They've been doing it all first half, running the ball, throwing the ball. They add insult to injury with another touchdown here right before teams go into the tunnel. This defense, guys, they have got to find some answers, and they've got to regroup here at halftime.
Yard. It's 2nd and goal. He'll keep it himself. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon! Shot on 3rd and goal from the 3. Moore will throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Touchdown, Ducks! Quick strike through the air for the score.
That is tremendous toughness there by the quarterback because he knew he was going to get drilled. He hung tough in the pocket and delivered a strike for the touchdown.
To put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes along.
Yeah, David, it's all about building.
What a game we have coming up here. A top 10 team perhaps walking right into a trap. As any fan of college football knows, when you go on the road, you never know what you might run into. Welcome to Wallace Wade Stadium in Durham, North Carolina, home to the Duke Blue Devils. As we'll see the number 8 team in the country, the Illinois Fighting Illini, taking on a team from the ACC, the Duke Blue Devils. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get the play in the red zone. 3rd and goal coming up. Power ahead. Touchdown, Duke! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
Man, I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Grabs it inside the 15. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Illinois!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the...
To cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. And they will score! Touchdown, Blue Devils! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost. No problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Up a first without scoring. Dropping back, it's Altmaier. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Illini. Fitted in the window for the score.
You know, there's so many coaches out there, and to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
And let's finish this half now. And now we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time. So get that stop to keep that momentum you just got in every goal.
Looking downfield, it's Altmaier. Touchdown, Fighting Illini. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
Well, I know it's early this season, but it's obvious already. This guy is a major weapon in this offense. Had 2 touchdowns in his first game. He's now on the board right now. What a difference maker and a playmaker he's going to be this season for this offense.
To keep their hope alive on 3rd and goal. Quarterback now breaking the field. Touchdown, Duke! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Love the quick decision-making by the quarterback. It's not just who's the open guy and who am I throwing it to. It's also having that clock, David, in your head that says, if no one's open and I'm down near the red zone, I'm taking off now, and I'm using my athleticism, and I'm getting a score.
Yeah, you love it.
Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. On a little time, lets it go. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score with a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And I don't just mean in those unis. This team is a buttoned-up group. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Welcome to the home of the Penn State Nittany Lions, Beaver Stadium in State College, Pennsylvania. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, the Florida International Panthers, taking on the 2nd-ranked team in the land, the Penn State Nittany Lions. Glad to have you with us. Vic run after the catch. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Nittany Lions!
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure out.
Move the sticks here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense picks it up. Touchdown, Penn State! The defense putting points on the board.
moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business. As an offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Line of scrimmage. Powers forward. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
And that is a drive and a score they absolutely had to have. Now making it a two-possession game late in this one. It wasn't going to be enough to just play it safe, play it conservative, punt the ball away, and count on your defense.
Wants to go up top. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Penn State. Quick strike through the air for the score.
I gotta say, the mental toughness that this team is showing early this season is real impressive. And going down the field and scoring on that last possession, putting themselves in position here to go 2-0, they're answering
The universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. They won the game today. That's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity. And
Welcome to the home of the Florida Gators, Ben Hill Griffin Stadium, better known as the Swamp, as we'll see a squad from the American, the South Florida Bulls, taking on the 9th-ranked team in the land, the Florida Gators. For EA Sports College Football, I'm 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Turning it on! Still on his feet. There he goes! He's at the top, and he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Gator!
Man, these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Nothing to show for that run. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Florida!
Man, this offense has started the season off so good. 1-0 a week ago, right? Now building on it again. Great job putting points on the board. It's still the first half, but this unit looks dialed in.
Myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, South Florida. They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
He's put the college football world on notice.
Brown will throw it. Trying to barrel in. Touchdown, Bulls. That's the way you finish a drive and put up points.
You talk to any quarterback, Jesse, and they love finding the big tight end. Hard to overthrow the big fellows with the big reach, the nice mitts, nice catch by the tight end.
Wants to go up top. Dances away to buy time. Touchdown, Gators! And they take it in for 6 more points. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do it.
To fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. He lost one down the sideline. Makes the catch down the right side. Off to the races. Touchdown, USF. And the comeback is on.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. And when you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him burn for a go route right past a nickel corner or one of the reserve corners or a safety, that's a great job by the offense, and that speed you can't teach, and that's why he's in the house for 6.
Gators are flying down the field. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. Touchdown, Florida! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And he finds the end zone. I tell you what, man, this guy's going to be a force. You look at this offense, they find different ways to get him the football, different ways to use him. 3 times now, pass right there. Over 300 yards. That's a good day at the office. Being able to execute, doing a good job seeing what's coming, anticipating.
He tries to take the top off. He's got it down the left. Hits the crease. Touchdown Bulls. And here they come almost all the way back.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
The Bulls pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll run it. Touchdown, South Florida. And that one will put them up here in the second half. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack.
And get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming. He'll set up to throw. Drop the football. The quarterback takes a knee in victory formation, and he'll get to do it one more time as the clock winds inside a minute. Guys, this is a type of signature win that can set the tone for the future of a program.
And this is the crazy thing about college football with 18 to 22-year-olds. On any given day, anything can happen. And, David, you got to give this team so much credit. They played with their hair on fire and got a tremendous win.
And to keep the belief, to understand, I've got a chance to come in and win this game and not just give us lip service. They told us this could happen throughout the week, but they believed. Even when it got a little difficult, got a little up in the air, they kept fighting, they kept believing, and they get the huge win.
That's going to do it from here. Is there anything that gets the juices flowing like a rivalry game? And our matchup is bitter. It has barbs and shots thrown on and off the field over the years. Welcome to Ames, Iowa, home of the Cyclones of Iowa State. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Iowa Hawkeyes, taking on the 14th ranked team in the land, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Strike. Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hawkeyes! Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big, a lot of times.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking for a man, it's Beck. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. And with the interception, he'll take it all the way back. Touchdown, Iowa!
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They'll try to blast their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cyclones! Got to lead somewhere. Now the question, will they have enough time?
But that's step one. You got to get that first score. You got to get back in the ball game and get some of that momentum back on your side.
Touchdown, Iowa State! Quick strike through the air for the score.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because
Huge, but they have to get the two here to make it a one-possession game. Calls his own number. He's in there for the two-point conversion, and they're down second and long.
On the play. Brings up.
Looking to fire. He lobs one high down the left side. It's a mid-stride inside the 10. Touchdown, Cyclones! And they take it in for 6 more points.
well, it's a great job getting the touchdown. Obviously, now you've got to go for 2. You got to dial up your best 2-point play to try to tie this thing with only seconds to go.
They'll move the tight end. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Batted into the air near the goal line. Knee. Guys, this is a story we see every single year in college football. Ranked teams losing to unranked opponents. Whatever the reasons, it adds to the flavor of a season.
It's so good because we all love the upsets, and then if you're the team that got that ranked win, Jesse, you start to build your resume, start to build some momentum. So this squad got a good win today.
They sure did. They put the rest of college football on alert with that huge win. And for the team losing, they've now got...
No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of 2 elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the LSU Tigers, taking on the 10th ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David. Field goal would be demoralizing at this point. It's 3rd and goal. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they have the first points of the game. The Sooner Schooner doesn't have a tight turning radius, but it can rev up the Oklahoma crowd, David.
Man, get them started, get them going early, test the limits, get in the end zone, get these people going bananas just safely. You know, you give up that first down and you give up that pass play, but here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get line.
Give him 6. Touchdown, LSU! The ball at the 2. Trying to punch it in. Touchdown, Sooners! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
2nd down. Johnson looking to throw. He wants a big play here late. A big-time catch along the sidelines. Got the foot down and an excellent throw, too. Fans booming. A cacophony of noise at the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. And wisely gets out of bounds to stop the clock. They've got the first down. Now in plus territory and a chance to save themselves. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Bought a little time, lets it go. That is just looking to throw on 1st down. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Now facing second and long after the defense came up with that sack. Rushes on him. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Gotta have it here on fourth down. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Not all close games are created equal, but this one, man, what a ride. A matchup between a couple of ranked teams, and certainly it was a memorable one.
No doubt about it. I think there were a lot of eyeballs watching this game, not just fans of these two.
We're set for a Power 4 conference matchup. It's the SEC versus the Big 12. Both sides looking for a statement victory today. Welcome to Athens, Georgia. We are between the hedges at Sanford Stadium, home of the Georgia Bulldogs. As we'll see the number 7 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 4th-ranked team, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Hermstreet. Kirk, let's get this thing going. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And it's blocked. The kick was low. And he busts loose right down the middle. It's a foot race. At the 30 now. Inside the 10. All the way to the end zone. They couldn't catch it. Touchdown, Dogs. Well, they began with great field position, and that didn't take long at all, Kirk.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an opportunity. Your defense sets you up in great field position. You're not looking for a field goal. You're looking for a touchdown. Give the credit to this offense for being aggressive and punching it in.
Off the play fake, looking to pass it. He escapes the pocket. No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Georgia. So still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
Have just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Bulldogs! How in the world do they lose track of the reliable tight end on that play?
The only thing I can think about is the defense is so locked in on the wide receivers or maybe the running game that they just forgot about the tight end. The guy's wide open. That's an easy throw.
This was a case of a higher-ranked, respected team that came in here and handled business. Did what we expected them to do, Kirk, but they did it with impressive focus and execution.
Man, you said it. These guys just seem to be on a mission today. They weren't going to let anything get in their way, especially another ranked opponent. This team was motivated from the opening kickoff.
And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Hermstreet, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.